Now you might be thinking, whoa, Morgan, this is not Minecraft. I did not sign up for this. I did not subscribe for you to just go around and stop playing Minecraft. Now, wait. The subject of being a content creator and how that can affect someone's mental health has been on my mind for probably years. I started my YouTube channel, The Demi Morgan, back in January, so my experience is very limited. But it has opened my eye to some of the inner workings of editing, streaming, being an influencer. I'm an influencer. Gonna put that on my transcript. All while trying to be a normal human being. My name is Morgan and I'm here to open the conversation of how being a content creator can be very unhealthy. Ever since I was a kid, I've been deep into the internet culture, more specifically into YouTube. Now this has been a blessing and a curse. I've had some of my fondest memories on the internet, and then I've seen so much. Of course there are pros and cons to the internet, and I don't regret being on YouTube or the internet for as long as I have. But it has affected me, and I feel like we don't talk about the cons of actually being the people who we are watching. Because at the end of the day, they are just regular people. You could be taking a poo the same time Logan Paul is, and that's a disgusting thought to think about. Making content is one of the most fun things I've ever done in my small existence. I'm able to be with friends, I'm able to meet so many new people, and I'm just able to make a lot of people laugh, which is what the main purpose of my YouTube channel is supposed to be. But that doesn't mean there isn't a hard side to it. That's what she said. Okay, No, I don't want this video to seem like I'm complaining. I just want to help others understand what it's really like to be a content creator. And I just want everyone to know that it does get hard mentally. We just don't talk about the subject enough. It's normal to have days where streaming or recording seems like the hardest thing to do, and honestly, you don't want to do it at all. Imposter syndrome is described as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It disproportionately affects high-achieving people who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. This syndrome affects so many content creators, especially self-made ones. And if it hasn't, you're one of the lucky ones. Also, if I see any Among Us jokes in the comments, first, I'm going to cry. Second, I'm going to ban you. Third, I'm going to delete my YouTube channel, so just looking out for you guys. Many people in the entertainment industry feel like they don't belong in the field that they're in, or that they just got there through dumb luck. So how did you get through this feeling? First off, stop playing Among Us. I found an article surrounding the subject. Yes, I did my research. 10 minutes of it actually. It's called Mental Health Concerns About Social Media. And in this, a mental health coach, Dr. Julie Gardner, says this: the mental health risks people take in being an online personality become more prominent as the popularity grows. There's a lot of pressure to be on, be perfect, and be everything your audience wants you to be. You feel pressure to give them what you know they want, which is more content. And the hunger for that content never ends. It's an endless cycle. Woo! A lot of success found on the internet is just through luck, which is one of the most normal cases. YouTube uses this thing called the algorithm. And to be honest, I am frightened of the algorithm. The algorithm is made up of ones and zeros and practically decides whether your video is recommended to people or will never see the light of day. And this is dependent on a lot of things. How far people got into your video, the thumbnail, the title, how many clicks it got, what's in the description, the tags. A lot takes part in whether your video gets recommended to people or not. And then there's the uncertainty of it. You could have the best title, a perfect thumbnail, everything you need to say in the description. People could get a far amount into the video and it still won't be recommended to people. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you could have a terrible title, not a good thumbnail, nothing in the description, but your video could be sent out to like everyone. There's no certainty in the algorithm. So random luck has a lot to do with how well your video does, which can cause a lot of harm to your self-esteem. Imagine you made this amazing video that you're super proud of. You curated the perfect title, a good thumbnail, solid description, and it doesn't get recommended to people. So now the thing you once loved reminds you that you have no control. Or you start to think that I suck, you suck, that the video didn't do well because it's a bad video, when that could just not be the case. It could be the best video, but no one will ever see it because the algorithm picks and chooses, but you can never know when it will decide to. This sucks. The algorithm sucks. I'm a super small creator, so any views I get, I'm happy with. But still, I'll be super excited about a video. Think it's gonna like blow up maybe? I still have at least a slight bit of hope in me, but I hope and I dream, and that my dreams never come true. The algorithm hates me. It's just a fact. But your amount of luck shouldn't determine how you feel about yourself. All social media algorithms genuinely suck. They are the worst. They're meant to take you down a peg. They are meant to make your self-esteem. And there is a chance that this video might not even do well. This is probably the most effort I've put into a video. I've made like a 3-4 page script for this video. I interviewed someone for this video, and I'm gonna spend so long editing it. Future Morgan, how am I doing? Probably not good. But this video might not even do good. It might get like 100 views, and you know what? That is okay, because I worked hard and I know I did good. The algorithm does not. The algorithm. If I could choke a bunch of ones and zeros, I would do it. And with that said, make sure the algorithm likes this videos. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and send this to 5 of your friends, or something will go to your bed tonight. This kind of connects to another topic, which is a feeling of disconnect from the real world. The internet has sort of created an entire new reality of its own. What I've noticed is that most of the discourse that happens on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, none of them exist in the real world. None of it matters. When you go outside, people are worrying about much bigger things than who Dream is. You go to a Starbucks, you're like, okay, do you think this guy's Dream? They're like, no, I'm trying to pay my taxes and make sure I can feed my children. Calm down. So as a person who is on social media and creating things on social media a lot, it really takes a toll on your mental health. And this matter has been argued for probably centuries, ever since social media became like a huge thing in the world. I'm not saying you should delete all your accounts. I'm just saying sometimes it's nice to just turn off your phone all the way, throw it away into the fire, and then go outside, get some ice cream. We've been chronically online and inside for a year and a half now. You deserve to go outside. I know it's kind of been off on a tangent about going outside and just people in general, but especially content creators who, their job, they feel like they have to be on social media 24/7, keeping up with other people's videos, trying to stay engaged with their audience. They feel like they have to be on it 24/7, which is not the case. Do not do that. If you do that, you will go crazy like I have. Spend time with real life people. I know you're saying, Morgan, what about my Discord kitten? Well, I don't care about your kitten. Walk up your basement stairs, go up to your mom who's cooking you dinner, and talk to her about politics. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you go out and kiss someone. I don't care if you go and start a big fight with someone. Just go outside. I do not care what you do. Go outside. It is good for you. Unless you die. That would not be good. There's also something to be said about seeing yourself all the time, seeing your face, especially if you have like a face cam. It plays a lot into your mental health. It can get tiring nitpicking how you look, whether you were funny enough, and whether you could have done something differently. It gets really tiring. It's like you're sitting in front of a mirror for hours at a time, which is very unhealthy. A lot of what content creators do is not what a normal person does. Normal people do not have tens to hundreds to thousands of people watching them. Humans were literally not designed for that. And to best show you what it's really like as a content creator, I asked YouTuber Condifiction if he would like to be interviewed, and he said yes. 10-second backstory, Condi starts now. Condi's first video was 3 years ago. He's a funny man who often plays block game and other variety games. He is also part of a D&D group with Slime School, Grizzly, and Bisley. He was a part of Minecraft servers, SMP Live, and SMP Earth. He's also often in his friends' videos. Anyways, here's the interview. What is your experience with imposter syndrome?
My mortal enemy. If there has been anything, any one thing that has held me back in my life and my career, it would have to be imposter syndrome. I'm just surrounded by incredibly talented people. You have Charlie, you have Grizzly, Bisley. They're so funny, and sometimes it'll just feel like I don't belong, or like I'm not nearly as good at what I do as they are, you know. It kind of like all kind of culminates into this fear of failure that kind of just keeps me frozen in spot and like not wanting to do anything.
So does it like kind of hold you back from creating what you really want to create?
There's like sometimes sometimes I'll start working on something, and this happens a decent amount. I'll start working on something and I'll I'm like, is this even good enough for me to continue making? Like, is
Yeah.
it even funny? It's the kind of thing where you dump yourself into something for so long, and you start looking back at it, and you're numb to it at that point, you know? That kind of mixed up with, am I even good? It kind of makes things a little bit harder for sure.
Have you had any moments where you regret becoming a content creator?
I wouldn't say that I've ever necessarily regretted it. Now, I wouldn't ever... I get asked a lot by like people in real life, hey, how do I become a content creator? You know, I want to do Twitch streams, I want to make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And half the time I straight up tell them, hey, I mean, like, if you want to do it for fun, great. If you want money,
Yeah.
don't even try. Because I think the only thing that really sucks about it, and it's starting to get better for me, how inconsistent just everything is. So usually, I guess, at the end of the day, I definitely wouldn't take back the direction I've gone in my life to be like a content creator for the world at this point. A lot of it does come down to just financial viability. The way content creation works, or at least like the way I view it, you need to be in the top, give or take 5% of all creators to be able to actually survive off of this.
How much has being a content creator affected your mental health?
There's been ups and downs. There's been probably several years of time, probably a few years back, where I was miserable. Just completely a ball of just sadness and depression at any given time. I either was... Let me I guess provide some backstory. I worked as an editor for 2 or 3 years for bigger YouTubers than I, who you know, made money. Awesome. There's a part of that working on other people's stuff when you want to be working on your own stuff, or feeling stuck, that kind of thing that really just can ruin you. I worked every single day from 7 to 12 with insane turnarounds for the Fortnite YouTuber, and that left me burned out after a year, and I don't think I've recovered from that burnout even to this day. But besides that, I mean, as of right now, where I'm at, I'm in such a better place than I've ever been, honestly. Like,
That's
I have
good.
amazing friends, just, I don't know, a fantastic audience and community. Like, they are so fantastic, and really I'm just really happy to be able to be where I am, I guess, at the end of the day.
So would you say it was more draining to do work for other people than do what you really wanted to do?
Absolutely. There's a joy, at least, in having a video that you've been working on for a while come together, you know? Like, even if you're stressed out about it while you're making it, or like any of the other stuff that might contribute to it, once it's up and like it's out there, there's just a joy to that.
What is the best part of being a content creator in your opinion?
I would say the freedom of it. Definitely being able to pick my own hours, you know. Also the people you meet. I would say it's those two things specifically. I am so forever and eternally grateful to have the friends that I have. They are some of just the greatest people I've ever met in the world. I guess it's just fun is where I'm really trying to get.
And last question, what is success to you?
I guess success to me at this point is just being at the point where I can pay my bills and not stress about everything while doing what I love. Anything past that, that's icing on the cake. I could earn the bare minimum for the rest of my life if I just kept doing this. But I would argue, again, that I feel like I've achieved this success, I guess, at this point. I don't know. It just feels like this is where I'd want to be at the end of the day. This is where young 2013, 14 me, who was like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and make Let's Plays, would want to be.
Yeah.
Like, if he could see me now, he'd be freaking out.
Well, thank you for doing this interview with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
That's what the point of the mattress.
At the end of the line, content creation should be fun. I know I'm not a doctor. I'm not majored in psychology. I'm just a 16-year-old kid who doesn't know anything. So why should you be listening to me? Honestly, I don't know why you're even made this far in the video. But hopefully this video has at least slightly opened your eyes to the inner workings of content creation. Maybe this video even helped you out in some way, or realized your own problems, or maybe just made you laugh. Because at the end of the day, that's all I need. Wait, the video's not done yet. Just take this all with a grain of salt. This is just something I'm really passionate about. Again, thanks to Condifiction for being my guest star. I really appreciate it. And with that, if you made it to the end of the video and you're still not subscribed, what the frick? At least consider it. I post gaming content every Wednesday at 12 p.m. PST, and I hope to see you next week. Goodbye. That was the worst. That was such a stupid